Let's be civil, shall we? Please, have a seat.
Hello everybody, I'm here and I'm back. It is Thursday, we're gonna continue our playthrough of Oblivion. So on last episode, on last stream, we have managed to explore a couple locations. We have prepared a spell or two, I believe, and we are also generating a lot of alchemy ingredients. And we also do a couple of the side quests that I did not knew that they are even existing in the game because I was following the guide, but that's besides that. We also have unlocked the Marin's Razor, which is probably the most boring addition to the game that we had so far. Probably one of the worst additions that we have seen, in my opinion. So yeah, what is happening? Today starts the September, basically a discount on the subs, 20% on the subs, and the longer the sub, the higher the discount. That's basically all that's happening. I went to the doctor appointment, I went to the dentist, and well, so something tells me that I'm gonna have to get rid of one of my tooths, one of my tooths. Sadly, but there's one thing that I have decided to do. On Monday, I'm gonna ask for a second opinion, just to make sure. And if the second opinion is gonna say the same thing, then I'm simply gonna remove that tooth on the spot. Anyway, maybe without further ado, I'm just gonna switch to in-game screen. New month, new goals. Let's go and launch Oblivion, shall we? We still have plenty of locations to explore, plenty of things to do, and plenty of preparation for the Shivering Isles DLC. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, I can go this way, but I'm gonna head towards this direction, I think, as well. We're gonna see how it's gonna be. Anyway, let's move on. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. I'm happy to see you all. Whoever is lurking, whoever is watching, whoever is gonna be active. I think I'm gonna make a circle like this around this section to see if there's any other locations. I had to get up pretty early today, so I think I think I'm not as awake as I usually am. I'm not a morning person at all. Timberwolf. I should have some lesser soul gems, should I? Two lesser pennies, 3 none. Okay. Party spell. Okay, the 15 feet explosion is actually quite big, but it's definitely powerful. Okay, so that's the brown, that's the cave that I have already explored. And I can already see a cave that haven't been explored before, so let's go for it. There's even a mine. Don't mind if I do. There we go, yep, that's the start of the stream. We are already starting it with puns. Arrow Shaft Cavern. Whoa. Oh, he did. And so is this rat. Yeah, that's quite a big explosion for just 15 feet. Anyway, let me go for the cave first. I have my dagger ready over here. Arrow Shaft Cavern. Let's go. Let's see what's inside. Or who's inside, rather. Bear. $76 gold. Oh, you got to be kidding me. She managed to regenerate. They always manage to regenerate, almost always. Greater soldier with a greater soul. Okay, I'll take it. Glow dust. Now let me take a look at the local map. That's a mountain lion. Okay. Let's go down there and see what's good. Maybe I should heal myself too. 2 rats. Easy. If I didn't miss, it would be even easier. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. And that's a lower section of the cavern, so I can explore this section now. Oh, snap. Did I open this just? Yes, I did. Okay, so now we are going this way. I have definitely heard a bear. And it could be this guy. Grand soldier with nothing. Good. Yeah, only a little bit of money because scroll, I have no interest in that scroll. What do we have? Ooh. Oh my. Take it all. Oh my. Look at all that loot. Look at all that spiciness. Look at all that goodness. All the money in the world. Even though I already have technically all the money in the world. Okay, we got an ogre. Shock damage. Let's go. Enchanted item doesn't have enough charges. God damn, it's just the beginning of a stream, and the game is already giving me a reason to have a severe depression. Okay, common with petty, so that's one that's gonna get wasted. Lesser with petty. Another lesser with petty. Oh. I didn't even realize that I have 3 petty soldiers that can be filled. Okay, not a problem, not a problem. Let's use the greatest soul gem on my blade over here. Weak potion of healing, that's not really satisfying. Hello, Sally, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, happy Thursday. I think that's a common soul. Do I have a common soul? Yes, I do have a common soul. Alright, I need a party spell. Came back from swimming? Nice. I wish I wasn't afraid of swimming. It's actually a little story behind why I'm not doing any swimming at all. I cannot swim. When I was like 9, I think it was 9 or 11 years old, we basically, as a class in elementary school, we were basically signed up to this public pool for some practice sessions instead of going for a regular PE. It was a great thing back then, you know. But basically what happened is that you have this one exercise when you put your legs on surface, right, and you let your entire back, let your entire body swim above water. It's to build confidence. It's to basically to learn that no matter what's gonna happen, if you have at least... Is that red jamming? Is that a red gem? I think that's a red gem. Oh my god. Okay, I'm definitely gonna make a... I'm gonna try to make a... Yeah, it just works.
And then you run wires that connect them all, and again, it just works.
Anyway, like I said, the exercise was like when you lie with your back on your water, it builds a confidence. It also teaches you that no matter what, no matter how heavy you are, even if a little bit of your weight on top of the surface, you're just gonna swim, right? That the water is gonna always push you up. What the lifesaver dude was what he was doing, he basically, what he did, if he basically pulled the legs of almost all the kids and just started throwing people in the water, you know, just pulled the legs up into the water. And I didn't know how to swim at that time, and obviously currently as well. What have basically happened is that I thought that he's not gonna pick me. He picked me, and I almost drowned, and I never swam from that point. From that point on, I never swim again. I believe I have developed some kind of mental trauma because of that occurrence. It's probably regrettable because I remember liking swimming, even though I had no fucking clue how to do that. Back then, I still don't have, but yeah. I guess it is what it is. Yeah, and that dude didn't get fired from his job or anything. As far as I know, from what I have heard, that dude did not get fired at all. So yeah, not much to be said. Besides that, you know, not really the best story to like start the stream, if anything. But I believe there was stories that I could tell. And this one is actually not bad because the lifesaver did not even bother to like go and rescue me because he thought I'm pretending to drown. The other kid that was like right next to me, he actually went down and helped me. So yeah, probably never gonna swim again. Damn, we're getting some good loot. Stats here, yep. It is what it is though. You know what's even more sad? I'm gonna probably talk about it later too. I know it's gonna bring a lot. That's actually more humoristic than sad. Konami have announced that, like for the past week, that they're gonna release their games on their own shop, and they did. None of them are games that anybody would give a fuck about. Let's start with that. Second of all, they are blocked from several countries, including mine. And even if you use like VPN just to browse the page, even if you just use the VPN to browse the page, the only games that they have are the newest Castlevanias, Metal Gear Solid 5, and the only Silent Hill that they have over there is Homecoming, which is the worst port of Silent Hill ever, and I cannot even buy it in my country. I was like, yeah, okay, I understand what's not available in my country now. I'm fine with that. Wow, what the hell is that sun? I suddenly have just decided to blast through my window now. But yeah, in Poland without a VPN, you cannot even browse the Konami shop with the games. There's apparently a reason why it's not available. Damn, there's apparently a reason why it's not available, but no, at this point I don't care. They didn't even bother like all your favorite classics, the community classics. Okay, where the fuck is Silent Hill 2 then? I mean, let's be honest. If they would wanted to release the games, they would release the Silent Hill 2 PC version. They would release the Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 4. Nope, they just released the main games, and even there's something worse about that. They are releasing it at twice as more expensive as on Steam. For example, the Metal Gear Solid 5 right now. Actually, no, I cannot pull up the Steam. I have noticed that they demanding $30 for Metal Gear Solid 5. Which I think, in my opinion, it's absolutely abysmal. No, wait, they're asking $30 for Silent Hill Homecoming, which is a game that is over 10 years old. It's a pretty goddamn old game. In my opinion, asking $30 for that title is just ridiculous. I don't know how much money they actually ask for Metal Gear Solid 5. But quite frankly, I do not care. And I will never care. Because Konami have lost all shred of respect from a lot of people. Unsurprisingly so. I wonder if they pulled their all their games from the Steam page, because essentially what how the Konami is now selling the games is they're basically selling Steam keys for the games. So I don't know if they can actually pull out the games from Steam. They probably cannot, but I did not investigate that, so I cannot say for sure. Anyhow, yeah, we're going back to Nibbenane Basin, and there was a mine over there. Something nearby. Common Soul Gem? Damn, we're getting a lot of Common Soul Gems today. Okay, there's a mine over there. I'm gonna go for it. Collapsed mine, and who dares to attack me? A bandit.
You will know pain.
No, you. Oh my god, you are so done. Freaking exploded. Alright, so in this collapsed mine we definitely can expect some little bitch ass raiders. Major innervation. What's a major innervation? Drain fatigue. Okay. Not gonna use that spell, but it's in my collection. Okay, I believe I still have some petty soldiers. Let me take a look. Petty. Okay, it seems like I have no petty soul gems. That's good. That's very good.
Hello. Who's there?
Hello. Housekeeping. That dog was probably a lesser soul.
What's that?
Not me.
Ah! This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death!
Good night. I'm gonna take that. As long as I see if I'm not getting all of it covered, I'm good. Alright, steel arrows, nice. That cannot be the entire mine. Exactly, that's exactly what I thought. It cannot be the entire mine. Ow. Again. Okay, so we got an archer over here. Well, look at that. My dagger doesn't have enough charges anymore. Let's go. Alright, let's see. What can I have a common. I have a common daggers with lesser soul. That's our petty petties. So we are not gonna use these. I have a greater one, so let's put one over here. In a matter of fact, I'm gonna use another greater on my bow because it seems that it's also running out of charges. Inferno arrows, those are gonna be used later. Which are pretty damn powerful. Not as powerful as the arrows that I currently have with me, because those are glass arrows, sure, but they are dealing 50 of the fire damage. In a small area too. Alright. A little bit of money. Money never hurts. Good night. I don't need your ebony war axe. That is not gonna be very useful to me. Okay, I have heard my claymore falling down somewhere. Because of course I got disarmed. Of course I had to be disarmed. Now, where the fuck is my weapon? This is another reason why I hate disarm in this game. I have heard... There it is. Jesus Christ. Okay, it was number 3. There we go. Disarm system is annoying. You know that feeling? How am I doing? I'm doing good. Had to go for a dentist appointment today is in the morning. Probably gonna have to remove one of my teeth. One of my tooth is gonna get removed.
There's islands in
But
Bay
besides
no
that,
one
not
has
bad.
visited
Not bad.
in 100 years. No telling.
We're gonna see on Monday how that's gonna do.
I see.
Thankfully, it's not the frontal teeth. It's one in the back, so it's not really that bad. It's not a wisdom tooth, though, sadly.
Oh? Be seeing you.
Hi there.
How are you today?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
It's on. Where are you?
Die, damn you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use the bow anymore. Alright, strong potion of healing. Really wanted to just kill them both with bow and arrow. So that would be amazing. Sadly, the detection system had other plans. Any other chambers? Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think this entire collapsed mine is now clear. Never mind.
Today you die.
Can't figure out how to do a proper magic build. There's not really a lot of philosophy in that one.
Why won't you die?
It's not really a problem to make a mage's build. Just put mysticism, and you need to kind of grind mysticism because it's the abilities of mysticism are kind of bad. And restoration also gonna take you a lot of time. Besides that, it's, you know, your basic alteration, destruction, conjuration. Illusion is always nice to have. You're definitely gonna need some kind of a melee weapon because you're gonna run out of magicka, especially early game. You're gonna run out of it so much. And I didn't even have to attack her. She technically killed herself. Well, technically I killed her, but it's the damage over time that did most of the work for me. And because I was consistently stunned, I couldn't perform a goddamn thing. But yeah, you already have a recipe for a magic build. Making money in this game is ridiculously easy. You just need to level. The only thing that you need to do in this game, just level up. Anything else is irrelevant. Am I going the right way? Yes, I do. You're gonna get like every single piece of loot that is sellable. Daedric Ebony Staff, like starting level 20, 25. You're gonna start getting the best loots in the game, period. And after that is just going to the shop and selling it, and also collecting. Initially, the best way to like do anything is basically to gather all the daggers. Just gather daggers. Fun and easy, yep. Unless we are talking goblins. Because goblins are horrible. They almost never have anything that would be remotely interesting to sell. They almost never do. You are a lesser soul, my dude. And I'm going to capture you. Yeah, pretty much. Anything else is pretty much trash. Because they are absolutely an unbalanced type of enemy that has like no limits even put on them. Ogre. Okay, let me get the shock poison going. Only have 30 bottles. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to climb up. Don't kill Shrek. I'm gonna kill him twice. I'm gonna kill him and his entire goddamn family. for spreading propaganda. Alright, let's keep on looking for some unexplored locations. Oh, this area definitely gonna have something. So maybe I should direct my way. Okay, well, oh, that's a bad kitty. I think that's a common soul. Do I have any common souls? I think I should have one. Yep, I definitely have a one common soul gem, so... This enemy took 2 shots for some reason. Let's take a look at that. That's supposed to be the shrine of one of the divines. But it's inactive. Okay, who else? I have seen something over there. Really? None of those have hit? Intriguing. Anyway, time to move on. While still looking for locations to explore, because that is the goal for today. Get all possible locations. After that, it's gonna be preparation for Shivering Isles. And then we're gonna start Shivering Isles. Which, according to a lot of people, is the best DLC in the entire game. Then again, it's not that big of a challenge, considering the Knights of the Nine is very meh, and the other DLCs are also pretty damn meh. The Ori DLC quest line is whatever. Just go to a certain location, you just hunt for like 4 items and that's it. Okay, I see a mine over there. Mirren's Razor DLC is actually awful. It's very bad. First quest is not bad. I don't understand why people are complaining about the first quest. It's just about using the map. It's all about using the map. Deserted mine. Okay, so it definitely has somebody. Everybody was dumb. Everybody is dumb, and it just takes at least 20 years of living on planet Earth to become smarter. Ah, crap.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
Double archers? Okay.
Do your worst. Ow!
I mean, I'm not the smartest person myself. I would never call myself to be a dumb or a dumbass. Definitely not the smartest person. Yeah, 7 tells me I'm gonna have to drop the Warhammer soon. Or I can simply just cast a spell and that's gonna solve all my problems. Reflection. That I can always sell. See the gadget. Oh yeah, damage over time is gonna do its thing. Yeah, I only have the feather spell. I don't need potions. If I'm gonna do something more for the carry weight, it's gonna be fortified strength.
My eyes playing tricks on me.
And because I'm gonna have like 200 alchemy because I have a spell to fortify alchemy, then I'm gonna be pretty sad, I think. For the Shivering Isles, at least I hope. Alright, let's pick up this doggy. Oh, it's a dead doggy. Let's save the game, shall we? Nice and easy. Let me drink some tea too. Because boy, do I need it. Really? Oh my god.
Where are you?
Not here. Yeah, he knows. He immediately knows. The AI detection is just... I'm gonna have to find some mod for the AI detection because it kind of makes no sense. The AI detection is just so absolutely bonkers in this game. Okay, I need to turn on my lamp because the weather today is weird. 5 minutes is like bright sun, like almost blinding sun. The next 5 minutes is just so dark that I can barely even see in my own room. It's like, weather, make up your goddamn mind. Anyway. I always thought that if there's one thing that I always hold it questionable is Wi-Fi controlled lamps. Now I have my own Wi-Fi controlled lamp. I can connect it to my stream deck.
Hello? Who's there?
And I can turn it on and off. I can even set up how bright it can go.
I thought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
And let's say I love it. I have my most optimal setting for this lamp though, so I don't really have to manipulate too much. Okay, she just noticed. Okay, that didn't hit. That hit.
Over with.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that damage output that I'm dealing to them, at least to normal enemies. Yesterday when we were doing fights against the Marin's Razor... Oh my god. When we were doing the fights against the Marin's Razor enemies...
That the best you can do?
When it comes to fighting them solo, it was great. Fighting one enemy at a time was a dream come true. Fighting several enemies at the same time was a shit show. It was an absolute freaking shit show. Because all of them, and I believe that those enemies had like 100%, 100 speed, 100 athletics. They're almost uncatchable.
Morrowind environment has always been a trouble. It seems.
Whoa! Huh? Where did you go? Come out when
That was easy. The sad part is if that wood elf or any of those wood elves will start moving, they will immediately start detecting me too. Easy button, not JPEG. Easy button.exe. That was easy. What are those? Okay, now let me say something. This actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna make a screenshot of that. Toggle menu. No, I need to make it again because I made an oopsie. There we go. Nice. Okay, back to in-game. Toggle the menu on. I actually really like what I just saw. I made quite a collection of screenshots from this game. I probably should get a sound effect of that was easy onto my stream deck too. That's a cure poison. Cure poison is irrelevant to me. That'd be fun, yeah, probably. Ooh, a Minotaur. A Minotaur Lord even. Oh, crap. Let's go. I really like claymores because claymores can keep enemies out of my range without them getting me hurt or hit. Bye-bye. Perfectly calculated. That desk, that plank being a physical object, that could actually kill me. No, actually, it would kill me in Fallout 4. In Fallout 4, every item that's gonna... If specific items are gonna generate enough speed or enough movement that they can become lethal. Because Fallout 4. Yeah, Fallout 4 is kind of a silly game. But I like it despite all its flaws, but it has some serious flaws. Okay, I'm running out of the feather spell. Where's the exit of a Nibene Basin? How much I can carry? Not a lot. I think it would be a good idea to go back and sell. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to this town and just sell it. It just works? Yeah, well, it freaking wants to. Considering the fact that my Fallout 4 is so heavily modified. Like, I have spent over 2 years very heavily modifying Fallout 4 to, like, to the point that it is only recognizable because you have the characters. It's only recognizable because it's still the same map. It's only recognizable because it still has the same voice actors. And I'm not changing, like, the models or textures or anything. That's the only thing that's still gonna tell you, yes, this is Fallout 4. Besides that, I pretty much have...
Can you spare a coat?
New locations, new weapons, new clothing, new armors, new already mentioned locations, new ingredients, new beasts.
Hi there.
A different
speak
different ammunition making system, a different building system altogether of the settlement.
What can I interest you in?
But the one bad thing about all of this is the fact
Agree.
that
You drive a hard bargain.
in my case, I believe that Fallout 4 actually needs these mods. It was not that this mod was just an addition. There were a lot of there's a lot of situations when in Fallout 4 when I saw a mod, I was like, why does that doesn't exist? It is such a quality of life change. Hey Dutchman, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Like another example of that would be a mod that has been quite recently been released. A F4SE plugin that allows you to pick grenade throwing button and melee button onto two different buttons altogether instead of putting them all into one button. Because Fallout 4, despite the fact that there's much more people who plays the Bethesda games on consoles, they made their UI and the control scheme based on if the person was using a controller. Even the AI of the enemies does not really allow you for flexible usage of a controller at all times. Wait, I did not sell them everything. And as we can hear, I mean, I just said I like the game, but I'm willing to criticize.
That's a fair deal.
I always follow this good rule that I have learned so many years ago. If you have something that you love, shit on it all you can. Shit on it all you can.
You drive a hard bargain.
I mean, it sounds. Oh, Mercantile 86. Holy shit.
That seems.
Another skill to 100. Definitely not this playthrough. But yeah.
That's more
if there's something that you love, you're allowed to criticize it and shit on it all over the place. We get a few gun mods in the power armor mod. The only power armor mod that I have, and I thought it was always a quality of life change, was if you have your clothing. Okay, let me put it like this. Let's first explain how the power armor system works in Fallout 4.
Your shield arm looks strong.
Basically, the armor system in Fallout 4 works as follows. The moment you get into the power armor frame, it's being considered as a separate body. If you just put a frame on, you are technically naked. Any kind of piece of under armor that you have, no matter if it has the ballistic wheel or not, it doesn't count. With the mod that I have, on the regular clothing counts the overall defensibility of the power armor itself. So that way you basically have a better defense, a more sensible defense. I also have forgotten to say that in my games, every single faction... Yeah, pretty much every single faction is overhauled. Children of Atom, Triggermen... I've overhauled pretty much almost the entire game. And there are still things that I don't like about Fallout 4, but those things cannot be changed. Because there's either no mod that would do what I want it to do, or there's basically, you know, there's just no possibility because the mod that I want to install would conflict with the other selection of mods that I have in my game. All right, so we have been through this mine, so let's try to explore further. The one thing that I always gonna say is that if you need to modify your game to absolute bits to make it playable after more than one playthrough, that's also a failure of the developer. Which is exactly what happens with Fallout 4. After one playthrough of the game, the game, to me at least, is kind of boring. Damn, what happened here? Beer, bedrolls...
Cheese for everyone!
But yeah. And if there's a one thing that I would love to change is also the entire main story of Fallout 4. Just change it. Because the main story of Fallout 4, it just doesn't make any sense to me. The only story that is actually different and the only story that matters to me is the Institute. And even that I kinda had to modify. Because Institute just straight up destroying every single other faction, even though I'm the new director. Just kind of doesn't swing okay with me. Thankfully there's a story mods for Fallout 4. Yeah, not a lot of them, sadly. A lot of mods in Fallout 4 is just, it's mostly guns, guns, tits, guns, tits. And don't get me wrong, I'm a gun enthusiast myself. I have a small interest in the weaponry. A small interest, but it's still an interest. But there's, you know, you can replace all the weapons in the game, sure, why not? But there's a certain point when you just release way too many mods into the game. Like for example, in my game every single weapon got replaced, every single vanilla weapon, because they just simply make no sense at all. That's a Timberwolf, and I need to capture a Timberwolf. Crayfish Cave. Where's the entrance? Okay, I see the entrance. You become in charge, but you can make peace with all factions. Yeah, the mod that I have, I believe it's named Subversion. It actually allows for a little bit more choice. I can actually kick the people that I don't like from the Institute. Basically, everybody who is against me can get very easily kicked out. And I like that. Or killed or deleted. And I can either make a peace with all the factions, or I can also eliminate all the factions. What the one fun thing that I have noticed is that when it comes to Brotherhood of Steel, which they are basically outcasts, I can replace Maxim with the Sin. I can replace the Maxim with a synth, or I can... Gonna work tonight? Okay. Put in... Or Ritz. I'm gonna call you Ritz. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. But yeah, you know, the mods that are basically allowing me for a little bit more choice with the specific faction, I always go for that. And even if I'm gonna destroy the Brotherhood of Steel, there's another person who can who wants to simply have a conversation with me and not start a full-on war. In the end, there's a freedom of choice with the Subversion mod, something that doesn't exist in the regular Fallout 4. Or when Desdemona says, "It works because it must." My apologies, my allergy medication. I sincerely think that the writing of the Fallout 4 is the weakest part of it. It definitely could be better. There's a potential for it to be better. But I think Emil did not really want to work on that one. Fallout 3 and 4 choices are non-existent, kinda. Don't remember what about the Fallout New Vegas. But with Fallout 4, I'm 100% willing to agree. With Fallout 4, I'm willing to agree. With Fallout 3, I don't know. There are definitely several quests that are giving you a choice. But then again, I just recalled the 10 Pennies Tower quest, which no matter which side you're gonna pick, it's all a bad ending. You had way more choice in 3 than in 4. Yeah, definitely. Because in Fallout 3, you also had a different dialogue option. Now, it actually matters. It actually matters how the conversations are getting dealt with in the game. Wow, there's a bunch of lockpicks, but... Somebody tried to open this? Yeah. Hey, security in 98. Just 2 more points with the dagger paralysis, which... I'm gonna be honest, the dagger paralysis, that could be abused. That could be heavily abused. Even 1 second paralysis would be, like, comedically abused. In Fallout New Vegas, you had so many ways of dealing with your problems in the game. So many ways. And little things, little details that you could use later. For example, in... forgot the name of the location. This is where you first actually meet Jessup. And you could even show up the lighter... No, you get the lighter from Jessup that you can later show in the New Vegas casino. Because the lighter itself, Boulder City, thank you. Because the lighter itself can become an incriminating evidence, and also the cigarette. Ooh, Grand Ring of Strength plus 10 points, nice. Lighting, take all. Okay, where the heck am I now? I pretend that I know where I am. Some barrels, mostly sand, it's not going through the gates. I see what you did there. Okay, Anakin, stop panicking. Stop panicking, Anakin. Ah, crap. That was not what I wanted to do. Hey guys, look to the left, that's Elvis. Yeah, that was a laziness that was going through me. I did not want it to go all the way back. Also, it seems like this location was pointless. There was no need for me to do this. Yeah, levitation spell. You know what's actually freaking dumb? The reason they explained why there's no more levitation in Oblivion and in Skyrim It's because levitation spells got outlawed and they are now illegal. Not even joking. That's how they explained the lack of levitation spells. Because apparently, magically, since the end of Morrowind, you can't use levitation spells anymore. They are illegal. Yes. Yeah, spears, katanas, halberds. You know, you keep it simple. Wait, I've been here before. What? It's also legal, but it's still used though. Yeah. At least in Cyrodiil, it's illegal. Actually, you need to describe necromancy. What do you think necromancy is? Because if you are using spells to raise the dead, then yes. Using magic to raise the dead, experimenting on dead bodies, that's just straight up necromancy. That's true. But if somebody would tell me that necromancy is just buying spells from a shop and casting skeletons, that's not necromancy. Manipulating dead bodies, putting souls into dead bodies, reanimation of dead bodies, that is definitely necromancy. Yes, you can definitely reanimate corpses in Skyrim, that's 100% true. Because I believe that in Skyrim necromancy is not really banned per se. It's definitely frowned upon, but it's definitely not something that is 100% illegal. In Skyrim, everybody looks at the magic in general to be kind of a taboo topic since the fall of the half of the Winterhold because of some magical explosion. Hey, Sleepy. This should be banned due to necromancy used in recycle the robot from F3. Please assume the position. Flowing, that's acrobatics. Okay, I can sell that. Greatest soldier with nothing. You got nothing! You lose! Good day, sir! Hey Plotter, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to everybody. I'm a little bit sleepy today. I had to get up early in the morning, and due to stress, I could not really sleep well. Ring of War, that's a rare one. It's a pretty good one too. Heavy armor, athletics, blade, block, blunt. God damn. God damn. Okay, so this is the exit room from here. Nice. I'm definitely gonna use that in a bit. But first, because I have a greater soul, Better Call Saul. Guess who's gonna get captured? This bad boy. Joe Wax, and that should be Greater Soul Gem. Should be. And there we go, Greater Soul Gem. Easy. Next year I'm definitely gonna play some more. Definitely more Fallout. I'm thinking about doing one Fallout New Vegas playthrough and one Fallout 4 playthrough. My Fallout 4 playthrough can take up to 4 months to beat. Ah, great. Actual office day after vacation, I'm craving for another vacation right away. Welcome to work environment. Welcome to the work environment. In today's episode, you're just gonna want to back home. Enchanted item doesn't have enough charges. Oh no. What should I do? I have one petty soldier that's not filled. Okay. Yeah, that definitely happens, you know. When you have a vacation, then you come back for the vacation, it's all sucks. Because your body is like, hey, you were home. Home good. Home good, job bad. But the clutches of a system are stronger than that. And you are forced to be employed. Green glass armor. Yup. This is a vanilla playthrough. I have not installed any textures or any graphical changes. The only mods that I have are the ones that were recommended to run the game from push to win buttons. Another sorcerer ring. Nice. Easily shattered Hulk. No, not really. Not at this level. Not with all the spells that I have. Not with all the spells that I have. Yeah, I can capture that mud crab. Let's not forget about it, that I have one Empty petty soul gem. A goblin? With all the beers? Oh my god, I wish I had a beer right now. I wish. Damn, it even has a label of beer. It's a beer. Sponsor. Not really. Imagine naming your beer. Beer brand beer, I know, right? Simple and to the point. What could possibly go wrong? Imagine somebody trying to do a commercial for the brand beer brand beer, and it suddenly says it's perfectly safe for kids. Only it isn't because it's a beer. Unless it's a non-alcoholic beer, then yeah, probably. But you would still not be able to sell it. Actually, where I live in Poland, you cannot sell non-alcoholic drinks to kids. Like to kids, like, you know, minors. You still cannot sell them because of the definition of a beer. I think with some shops actually allow you to buy non-alcoholic beers for like 16 plus. But yeah, I want beer. I'm gonna buy some beer tomorrow. Probably a small little bottle. Maybe not a small bottle, but a single bottle of beer. Okay, seems like this entire field has been cleared out. Is there any chest down below? There's definitely no enemies. There's a chest. What? It's actually what I find intriguing is this is probably the only cave in the game that has the item boxes just flipped on the side. Usually every single item box that you are finding in the game is just standing straight. Yeah, I can take all of this. Alright, this would mean that the entirety of this cave has been explored. We can now go outside and look for more. Look for more outside locations. Let's go. Let's go. Mario. I'm looking for Nibbin Bay. That's a Nibbin Bay Basin. I missed the door. Alright, save the game. Do I see anything on the minimap? Let me see on the large map. Okay, I think I'm gonna start moving this way. More or less to the east. So I can see if I can find any other dungeons. I mean, this entire location over here is basically empty. I think exploring the Gerald Mountains is gonna be difficult because Gerald Mountains are very tall, and there's just no way of like a really good traversal of that location. Any kind of a mountainous area, it kind of sucks in this game because, you know, just a little bit. If the elevation of the area is just a little bit, just a tiny bit too steep, and you cannot climb it like this. It's just a tiny little bit too steep, but the game is already like, nah, you cannot go that way. Todd says you cannot move, you cannot go this way. I need to look left and right occasionally, just so I don't possibly lose any kind of new locations. Oh, wait a second, there's someone over there. That looks like Iliad Kingdom. Yeah, it's right in front of me. I should be able to get there without any fuss. Come on, game. Just allow me to climb over there. Making some progress here. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, that's one of the locations. I think I have explored this little square over here. Anyway, time to get in and time to murder more things. And this one is called Haim. Haim or Shame? I don't know. I don't see anything. Or anybody. Okay, there's probably necromancy over here. I can definitely see a skeleton just sitting around. For more fleshes, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get necromancers. And I was right. We're still gonna get some Welkin Stones. Welkin Stones can restore my entire magic to 100%, and also I can sell them if I'm gonna get a bunch of them. Good night. Yep, oof indeed. Big oof. Oof on you. high elf necromancers are the easiest to beat. Unless they notice you, then that's a different situation. This actually needs a key. Well, that's interesting. Okay, okay, that's something new. Zombie. Two common soul gems, separation potion. Let's go. What do we have here? Hammer Vendessel. Yeah. Hold up a second. Okay, so this section cannot be explored because I don't have the key for it yet. Not a problem. Probably gonna find the key along the way. Hey, Varla Stone. Now to find the button to release this. There it is. Nice and easy. Varla Stones can restore my... Another need a key. God damn. Varla Stones can restore the enchanting charges in my weapon. Alright, ectoplasm get. And let's move on. Weak potion sorcery, don't need that. I think that's an adept necromancer. No, just a necromancer Breton.
It's a fight you want. It's a fight you'll get.
Well, yeah, I want to fight. And you're dead. Give me your shit. Okay, I don't know what this button activates. It definitely activated something. That is a mother's head if I ever seen one. Novice Calcinator, don't need any of that. Gonna take the soul gems. Do you have anything? Only a couple potions and a scroll. Scrolls are always nice. Yeah, I don't know what this button have activated. It definitely did something. But I don't really see any visible changes. Neither in area or anywhere else. Might need to do myself a favor and during the raid just make myself some coffee. For the very first time in like very long while, because I did not have enough rest. I feel super sleepy. I need something to power myself up. 100%. Then again, coffee is gonna wash up my entire magnesium, and there's also a risk of me getting a headache from the coffee. So... Wait a second. Oh, I think I understand the trick now. I can only get through that door if the button in the main room is pushed. That is actually pretty clever. And I'm not gonna lie, I like it. Yeah, this button needs to be pushed if I want to go through that room. Because if I'm gonna push the panel on the floor, it's gonna close the door permanently for me. And I'm going the wrong way. Save the game. Jump above. There we go. And I see another necromancer. First I'm gonna get rid of that necromancer, then I'm gonna think about picking up the Welkin stones. Good night.
Whoa!
Yeah, she kinda did not really had a lot of choice than to die. For some reason, when the enemies are getting hit with the magic spell on the low HP and they're gonna get fumbled down, it actually it's pretty much a game over for them. I have definitely heard a lich. Not sure if it's a nether lich or a regular one, but it's still a lich. like bitch, not a lich. And there goes the door. Mr. Skellington. And to get all the Welkin stones. What's this? Flood and flood. Don't need any of that. Flood gems are... they're good sales for the very beginning of the game when you don't have any money. Because they are super light and collecting a lot of them at the same time is actually profitable. But when you're an in-game character like mine is right now, getting those items becomes practically useless. Oh boy, that definitely unlocked something. This needs the key. Or a key. Zombie. Let's see what this zombie has. Well, besides being dead. Yeah, I can take one cure disease, why not? Oh, that's a quite suggestive way to freaking die over here. I think this requires intervention of a senator.
Another one.
No, that's not your intervention, DJ Khaled. Senator Armstrong, please take off some voice. Well, I pushed another button and... oh, I see how it is. One button activates the other thing. There we go. What was that? Oh, that's just a dwarven longsword. So we don't have to worry about that. What opens the other doors, though, in this place? Uh-huh, Necromancer Adept. That might be the owner of that final key. You're not really summoning anything, aren't you? You're just gonna die like an idiot you are. Let me take your stuff and the... Oh, you don't have a key. Okay, there's a key. Haim dungeon key. There we go, even more money. Don't mind if I do. You make money. I like money. Also, I need to do something with my phone. Excuse me. Beep beep. Patty beep boop beep. Pop pop boop. Not that. All right. That's done. Okay, so now I have a key. So with that key, I should be very easily able to open this door. Yep. Okay, take all of that. Another jeweled necklace. And there we go, that's an exit. And we can now leave this place. Actually, I really like this place. This location is not obnoxious, it's actually pretty fun. I need to go to Nibbin Bay. That's Hame, Sensel. Maybe I just need to go to Hame itself. Oh wait, I don't have to. There's another section that I can now explore now that I have this key. Well, not in peace though. Okay, that's done. There's another nether lich somewhere. Enchanted item doesn't have enough charges. Not on my watch. Good night. Take your staff. Some weak potion that I don't need. Novice Mordant Pestle and the Spark Tome. I'm not really sure if I have the Spark Tome, but the fact that we're getting such a low level loot. Yeah, just 10 points of damage on target. It's kind of very weak. Not very good. Alright. There's something over here too. Okay, I get the point. Well. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Gold, gold, gold. Even more ingredients that I'm gonna mix later in a gigantic crafting session of miraculous kind. Okay, now I am 100% sure that this location have been fully explored and I can just go out and look for even more locations. And maybe for one petty soul gem. That would also be nice. Because it seems like I have one petty soul gem that's available to get filled. I'm gonna go this way though, just to make sure that I haven't lost anything. Oh boy, steep mountains. I might not be even able to like get over there. So maybe let's ignore that and just go all the way up north. I see a bear. Bye, bear. Welcome to Vallis Mountains. Population. Way too freaking steep stuff. Yep, some of this way I will be really unable to climb over there. Maybe the help of... with the power of Todd. No, doesn't look like it. Or maybe, just maybe... I'm actually doing it. And I think I just reached my limit. I think this is the maximum elevation that I can achieve on foot. Or maybe, maybe not. Hold up. There's still chance. I just need to get on a little bit more flatter surface. Come on. We're so close. We climbed so high, and yet there's no, like, cave, no dungeon, nothing. Yeah, might as well I can go in that way now. At least trying to climb over there.
Whoa!
And I can already see a fort. Let's go. Bye, kitty. I need to find a rat. I have one petty soul gem to fail. Welcome to Fort Nassau. Or Naso, maybe. What this fort is, it's gonna be cleaned. Either vampires or... I think it's vampires because I have noticed a timber wolf down below. Now I'm pretty sure it's gonna be vampires. Welcome back, Lich. It would seem so that you're the only chatting viewer right now. There were people before you, but most of the time people who are coming to my channel are just looking around. Or people are just, you know, entering and leaving. There's not much that can be done about that. Calling out lurkers. Yep, lurkers are. I'm changing policy of my channel from this point on. If you're a lurker, you are effectively an evildoer, and yeah, lurking is evil and smelly and doesn't help anybody at all. You know, lurkers are evil and bad, and blah blah blah. You know. I mean, in my opinion, if people want to lurk, let them do that. Yeah, it has spellcrafting. That's true. It has a spellcrafting in comparison to Skyrim, which just totally forbids the spellcrafting altogether. And you basically have an unattractive... possibly Skyrim has like the worst magic gameplay ever to be witnessed ever out of all Elder Scrolls games. And that is not just a frivolous opinion, it's true. Being a mage in Skyrim is boring. It is absolutely mind-numbingly boring. Why does it have no spellcasting? Because it's Oblivion. Sorry, Skyrim is dumbed down to bits.
No! What's the... getting tired? Am I supposed...
Because there's pretty much no good reason. There's not really a good reason for Skyrim not to have spellcrafting. There's just none. But then again, you don't really have a lot of things to, you know, to spellcraft from, because all the weakness spells got removed, a lot of alteration spells, a lot of spell arts got removed from the game or from the series. You know, magic is so basic. It's more basic than counting to 3. In previous Elder Scrolls, you had weaknesses to stuff. You know, you had levitation, you had more variety, you have damage reflection, damage absorption. In Skyrim, that is absolutely forgotten. And just you have basic shield, resurrection, conjuration, damage spell, that's it. Shouts are a whole new thing in special effects. Shouts should not determine what amount of content the game should have. Shouts should never, in any game, be a factor that should be ever describing about what game should have and not. Shouts are just an addition. An addition that is as useless as a third leg. I don't really like shouts in Skyrim. I barely use them. Fusra Die is good. Because it can put enemies to the ground, but that's pretty much it. Okay, I want to find an exit from here. I mean, that's, I just said my own opinion about it. Alienating some of the audience, it has nothing to do with alienating the audience. Having more variety is never a bad thing. Wait, how do I get over there? There will be too many things in the game. Nope. It's an Elder Scrolls game. There should never be a conversation about not having enough. Because Skyrim was the first game when everything was dumbed down. The second game where a lot of things were dumbed down was Fallout 4. Dark Souls wasn't that popular at first. Complexity... Dark Souls is not very complex. In a matter of fact, the further you go into the game, the more complex it actually becomes, and more people actually like that complexity. Because on top of complexity, there's also added a lots of changes into a gameplay. The gameplay is basically smoothed out. It's more complex than most RPGs. When it comes to Dark Souls, yes, because Dark Souls at least has stats, which is an important factor of an RPG, something that Dark Souls have and Skyrim doesn't. In Skyrim you don't really have the stats. In Skyrim you only have skills and perks. And skills without perks are useless. The combat is more complex in Souls games. Yeah, definitely in Dark Souls 3. Because in Dark Souls 1, the combat is... It's, well, to say that it's not a clunkfest would be just not saying the truth, because it is a clunkfest. In Dark Souls 1, controls are definitely very, very clunky. Then in Dark Souls 2, controls were a little bit better. I think they perfected the moveset in Dark Souls 3 in Elden Ring. And I think they did it even better in Elden Ring. with all the Ashes of War and duplication of Ashes of War. That was actually all the good things. They down Skyrim down because they wanted to get more players. Yes, accessibility, but accessibility doesn't mean that the game is the element of game is good. The game itself is good, but they label Skyrim to be an RPG, while when in my opinion this game only has an RPG element, but it's not an RPG game. Just like even more, Skyrim is actually more of an RPG game than Fallout 4. And that's a fact. Skyrim is more of an RPG than Fallout 4. In Fallout 4, every single thing that you do is mostly dependent because of the perks. And you might have your special, but it doesn't really do anything for you because you don't really have the skills anymore. Older game. Which older game? If you are talking Skyrim being an older game, then I can already kind of dismantle that claim. Because we have Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3, which are even older games. Unless we are talking only Fallout 4 and Skyrim itself, then okay, I understand. So my brain tries to think about two different things at the same time. Yeah, 11 years old, that's true. Since 2011. Is that a Yeldic dungeon over there? That is very true. And then 2016 Fallout 4 got released, and in itself Fallout 4 is an alright game. Someone tells me that Fallout 4 should not have the number 4. The number 4, it just shouldn't exist on it. It should just be named Fallout Boston. And that's it. Or simply rename the game. Just rename the game to Vault 101. And that way you are not shaming the label of Fallout games. Nah, they didn't. They didn't. They didn't thought about, you know, making skills a useful thing. Because in Skyrim, if you don't invest in perk points, your skills are useless. That's basically all there is. Without skills, without perks, you can even reach 200 of a specific skill. It's not gonna help you. You're not gonna deal enough damage with the weapons. All of the weapons that you're gonna have, or any other spells that you're gonna cast, are gonna be only as a support, and not a very good support, if in a matter of fact. Yes, that's true. They are definitely when it's streamlining with Oblivion, but you see, in Oblivion, it's all still pretty much preserved while still keeping the game relatively fresh for the year 2004. You know, you still have the good old Morrowind, only in a smaller package. When it comes to Oblivion, when it comes to Skyrim, the entire ideology of Oblivion just goes out of the window. Absolutely out of the window. Okay, maybe for a slight change of topic, I'm gonna remind you guys, September is now on. That means 20% discount on any sub. The longer the sub, the longer the discount for the rest of the September. Shameless promotion, ha ha ha. So Oblivion is streamlined full experience. Skyrim is simplified version of the removed some complexity. Skyrim is just straight up dumbing down. Skyrim in itself is a good game, but I basically don't agree with naming Skyrim an RPG. You know, just because you have skills and perks and different races with different skin colors and different racial abilities, that does not create an RPG.
Whoa!
You have the hands of an illusionist. Hello there. Welcome to Aaron's camp.
Bye.
Goodbye.
It's an ARPG, as an Americanized RPG, or what is the definition of an ARPG? Because that is, I'm pretty sure that it's a name that I'm seeing. Action RPG. Action schmaction. If they had an action, if there was like a true action RPG, they would not put any books, they would not put the lore, they would not put any advanced stories in the factions. What's the point of labeling this as an action RPG when you have like complex stories? Well, relatively complex. It actually depends. Not every story in Skyrim is complex. A lot of them are just straightforward. You know, go to the place, kill an enemy, find an artifact, bring it back, get a reward. Like an action movie, it's not a real movie. Yep. But despite the fact that I'm saying all those things against Skyrim, I believe that Skyrim is still a good game on its own. Like, it's actually a good game. It's just not the best RPG. Oblivion's playing down in comparison to Morrowind. Well, okay. I mean, it depends on what are we talking about. Because, for example, magic was definitely slightly dumbed down, because you cannot make very powerful spells anymore. Oh, that was an ogre. Okay. You cannot make overpowered spells anymore in this game, and that's true. Because you are limited by the time. And also by the mana. Focus some companies. Yep. I mean, money becomes a focus for every company eventually. You know, if you see something that makes a tremendous profit, you're always gonna try to catch that. You always try to lean towards it.
Where did you go? Come out where I can see you.
Can they even climb?
Let's get this over with.
I mean, they cannot. Okay, you're just gonna die from the arrows. Silly bandits are silly. They had 11 years to follow fans' opinions, mod popularity. Who knows? They actually might have made Elder Scrolls 6 better. I don't know about that. The Starfield it will either the Starfield will show. The Starfield might actually put them to the grave, or it actually might rescue them. I'm not hyping myself up, and I'm keeping anything optimistic. I always say that time will tell, and that's it. I'm gonna go from the barren cave. I'm gonna go up north because there's like a empty space, lots of empty space in this direction. So I'm gonna check if there's no dungeons over there. And after that, I don't know. I guess the only location I need to check is gonna be the Gerald Mountains. And after I go check in the Gerald Mountains, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go buy every single ingredient that I see. I mean, from every single alchemy shop, I'm gonna buy a bunch of soul gems. And it's basically gonna start my own preparations for the Shivering Isles, which it seems to be gonna start the Shivering Isles today, which is great. Don't know how long I'm gonna be staying in Shivering Isles. I'm gonna do it into Shivering Isles throughout the Friday, maybe some of it on Monday. Installing Oblivion again, nice. Remember to take a look at the push to win button guide on Nexus about how to optimize your game so it actually works relatively well with the modern systems. I have never played God of War. The only thing that I know about God of War is that quite a slasher game, but it has quite a story too. Especially the newer one. I heard it's actually got quite a soul, quite a heart put into it. It was fantastic. Yeah, I would need to probably grab the very first God of War. There's a lot of games from the God of War series. And they started with what? PlayStation 2? If I'm correct. Yeah, so there's a lot of story. There's a lot of story. There would be a lot of things to inject. I don't have PlayStation 4. The only console I ever owned was PlayStation 1, and I owned it until I was 17. From 17 years old till now, I always had PC. And that's basically all there is. One, 2, 3 Ascension are on PlayStation Plus. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna buy a new console plus the capture card because of one game series. For me, at this point, buying a console will be a quite significant investment. And I genuinely mean it. Because it would definitely be fun to stream from a console. Yep, he's dead. Okay, I think I need to go towards the Gerald Mountains. How do I want to explore the Gerald Mountains? Maybe from the gate to Oblivion, and then I'm simply gonna try to like move like this. Yeah, let's do it like that. Could watch the cutscenes. Yeah, but there's one thing when you experience the game for yourself, and there's the thing when you just watch the cutscenes. Like, cutscenes have the history, but it's also about experiencing the game myself. One, two, and Chains of Olympus. There we go. Yeah, if I would buy, you know, PlayStation 4, I would probably buy it for... definitely for the exclusives. So I would definitely grab it for Bloodborne. Definitely I will grab it for Gran Turismo. What other games are also available for PlayStation that is not available on PC? Not really a lot of games, to be honest. Which is kind of sad when you think about it. Yeah, if I'm all of a sudden I'm gonna become a super famous Twitch streamer, yes, then definitely. But we all know how the Twitch works. Well, Spider-Man is definitely good. I only have played Spider-Man 1, the one on PlayStation 1. And it was not even an American version. We in Europe we got the German version. At least where I live, we mostly got only German versions of the games. I mean, of that specific game, not like every game that was in German. No. That is not what I meant. But I remember enjoying Spider-Man 1, the PlayStation 1 version, quite a bit. And if I'm ever gonna find... the same version of Spider-Man 1 on original discs on some thrift shops, I'm definitely willing to buy one. 100%. CDR Crash Team Racing was also good. Crash Bash was also another... Jesus Christ, is this guy just bouncing? Oh my god. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Oh my god, that was great. I ain't gonna lie, that actually made me laugh a little bit. Crash Team Racing, Crash Bash. The Crash Bash, you know, the games of that caliber. Crash Bash was probably one of the few last video games that were released on PlayStation 1. Because PlayStation 1 kind of ended its longevity in years 2001. Between 2001 and 2003, PlayStation 1 was basically non-existent anymore. There are a bunch of games for PlayStation 2. But by the time PlayStation... the PlayStation 1 was, you know, ending its life. PlayStation 2 started to slowly dying out because there were announcements of release of PlayStation 3. PlayStation was already started dying in like year 1999 was the time when the PlayStation 1 was already like, you know, coughing. It's coughing its last air out, sadly. There were still plenty of good games that were released during 1999. Like Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, for example. That was a game from 1999. I think that Tomb Raider Last Revelation was also released in 1999. And then in 2000 it was Tomb Raider 5 The Chronicles, which was the last entrance of the Tomb Raider games on the PlayStation 1. Then it was Angel of Darkness. Honestly, I'm still looking for like PlayStation 1 classics if available. But so far, you know, getting a good copy of a PlayStation game, of an old PlayStation game, that becomes more and more challenging as it passes years. Because for some reason, people who are selling games, instead of selling them at the lower prices or at fair prices, they're basically going all overboard. They're basically doing the same things like with the graphic cards. Hey, Dash Jap. You know, the same thing like with the graphic cards. You know, raise the price through the roof because something is needed, or something is required, or something is getting looked at. Sometimes when you go on a flea market, you can actually get very lucky and buy a video game that is at a reasonably cheaper price, lower price even. Or when you go to the thrift shops, if the thrift shop doesn't have a shopkeeper that is a game collector, you can actually get a very good pricing on video games. Like for example, last time when I was at a thrift shop and I have found something, I have found 2 editions of Resident Evil 1, the original one, the one from 1996. I basically got 2 CDs for the price of 1, and I had the DualShock edition, and I have also got the very original American version, the one without auto-aiming. All in one package. And I was like, I got super stoked, I got super excited. The other things that I still managed to like find, the other game that I have managed to find was not Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill 3, which I'm gonna play this weekend. It was also reasonably cheap. I'm still looking for Resident Evil Code Veronica. And that is stupid difficult to find, because it appears that the best version of the game is the GameCube version and not the PlayStation 2 version. But I'm basically looking for Resident Evil Code Veronica X. I wish there was a law that required games. So yeah, for the sake of preservation, you can make the ISO of the game yourself. You are perfect. It's perfectly legal to make a copy of the game for yourself. You can have your own copy on the game on your PC, as long as it's not distributed. You can have the ISO. You can even have a spare disc of the game, just on the side. It doesn't have, we can find the thing. Yep. All right. Hold up. There is something over here. For a second, I was willing to say, yep, the exploration is done. Take a look at that. Take a look at that on the map. There's still one more mine, but I think after exploring this mine over here, I am going to basically call exploration to be finished, and I'm gonna prepare myself for the Shivering Isles DLC, while still keeping a conversation about the game preservation or any other topics are gonna be thrown into the game over here. Thrown into the stream, I should say. I've all games pre-2000 be made available in the general public free of charge. No, because there's still such a thing as copyright. Oh, cool, goblins. Hey, guess what, guys? Goblins. Fuck goblins. How long does the copyright last? As long as the company exists. Or as long as there's like a... There's definitely something that describes how long can copyright persist. That's, it depends, because in the case of a music, the copyright persists on a song, on any song, up until 75 years after the death of the author of the song. I don't know how it goes for the video games, because you know there's this one thing called abandonware, where basically large pieces of software are basically not even recognized by the developers, and then you can do whatever you do with them. Copyright protection lasts for the life of the author plus additional 70 years. There we go. That should have said it. But considering games are corporately made, there isn't just one author to base that on. Yeah, let's imagine one of Todd Howard's living for 200 years because he played too much Fallout 4 and he just placed his head into the machine. Little bit of Nuka World DLC reference, and that would mean that the copyright on any of the game would never stop existing. I have voted based on the game director. I mean, you can vote all you want. The law works differently, and there's nothing that we can do about it. You know, as long as the game companies do not abuse the copyright law, Nintendo, we should be good. Because as far as we know, a lot of companies, video game companies, are actually alright with like fan-based projects, like for example Capcom. Capcom 95% of the time greenlights every single fan-made production, and sometimes even advertise that production. Like, for example, right now there's a remake of the original Resident Evil going on. Basically, mechanics and the gameplay of the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake put in the scenario of the Resident Evil 1. And Capcom is not shutting it down. It's like, it's beautiful. Konami doesn't give a shit. Let's just be honest about it. Konami being Konami, Konami doesn't give a shit. Konami only gives a shit about pachinko. Though they recently have opened a shop that is not even available in most parts of Europe. And they're basically charging twice as much money for freaking Silent Hill Homecoming. That is a ridiculous. It's a ridiculously bad game, but they're still charging $30 for that. Then you've got companies like Disney that keep refreshing the copyright on stuff, even though Walt has been frozen head buddy for a while now. Yep, but it's Disney. Like, come on, you are expecting something good from Disney at this point? Like, come on. Disney have already ruined Star Wars. At this point, the more shit that Disney is gonna buy, the worse it's gonna become for everybody. Fact. Once Nintendo goes too far and loses most of its money, we might get a freedom for the video. Nope. Nintendo is not gonna lose. Let me tell you why. At this point, after so many years, Nintendo already has way too many fanboys that are willing to support and be a yes man for every single decision they're gonna do in the history. And, you know, the types of yes men that are always gonna buy every single of their product, they're always gonna buy every single of their game. They have enough of those yes men that they are just not gonna falter for a long time. And let me tell you, Nintendo has all the legal right to do whatever they are doing. They have all the legal right. It's all the copyrighted material. But is it morally okay? Definitely not. But morality, most of the time, has nothing to do with you know, how the stuff really works in real life. A lot of time, moral perspective on how certain situations should be solved, it's just absolutely avoided. Most of the time, with a good reason. Let me recharge the weapon. Petty. Grader. Petty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the greatest soul gem. I hate goblins. Yeah, Apple also have way too many yes mens, and Apple just keeps on fucking up people, you know. It's not that their customer service and their repair service is already absolutely freaking broken, because it has been shown time and time again how exchange of a single element on your motherboard or on your phone that costs you maybe like $150, but Apple is gonna tell you, hey, you need to replace the entire phone. Oh, we don't care that you're under warranty, pay us $1,500. You know, that kind of bullshit. Diablo Immortal is it's just disgusting. It's basically a downfall of Blizzard that everybody is witnessing as we speak. It's disgusting what have happened to Blizzard. It's absolutely disgusting. At Blizzard, a company that I haven't played a lot of games from. I only have maybe I have played Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 from Blizzard. But it was a company that created freaking Warcraft 1, 2, 3 and World of Warcraft. A company... don't you guys have phones? Don't even go there. A company that created a lot of childhoods and a lot of great games, a lot of story-driven games, a lot of games that were fun to play, and I just realized that I'm still playing on easy difficulty, but now that's changed. You know what's even more sad? Is that... like, how many years it took them to release Diablo Immortal? No, seriously, how many years it took them to do that? 3 years? They knew on day one that nobody was asking for a mobile Diablo game the way that I wanted to present it. Nobody wanted it. Everybody booed that area and left and right. There's... nope, I do not have flagship for Mr. Okay. Everybody have criticized that idea from the day one. Even there was this famous Chad, this guy that basically have stood up in front of the people and asked if there was some kind of late April Fool's joke. Hey Phillips, it goes pretty good, having a little bit of a conversation. Currently, I'm gonna go and prepare myself for the Shivering Isles DLC. Which means we're gonna buy a lot of stuff, we're gonna sell a lot of stuff, and we're gonna craft a lot of stuff. I don't have any more tea anymore. Yeah, bald guy with glasses, exactly. You had plenty of people booing all over the place. And yet they still decided to push it on. Despite the fact the community did not want that game. The only thing the community wanted that day is Diablo 4. Which, at this point, the only thing that we got from Diablo 4 was the trailer.
Good morning.
What's going on?
Shit. No, oh my god. Okay, let's load the save. How far am I? I mistook the spells. Fuck. Okay. Fuck it. Going loud. Uncle made an oopsie. Uncle made an oopsie. I didn't save while I was in the city. I did not want it. I picked the wrong spell. I wanted to charm him so I could get better prices. That is an L that I'm willing to take. It's a casual place that will end up spending hundreds of dollars on the free games. Yep. And is there something that we can do about it? Nope. Should we stop them? Probably yes. Hey, Heartson. You charm them with a sword into the face. Well, I have a spell that is a charm, and also bonus to mercantile. In personality, but I think I did not select the spell. I just got so lost in the conversation.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's always better than nothing. That's true. Alright. Let's try to get to the Imperial City again, and this time let's try not to attack the people. Anyone knows that when you charm someone, you use a mace? Uh-huh. Or I think I already have answered to that. It's all your fault, chat. I'm blaming you for this mistake. Because, not admitting to my own mistakes, admitting to my own mistakes, it's so fucking... That's not gonna happen, dude, like... I fucking hate goblins. You know what's funny thing about goblins? Nobody knows until this day which one of their attacks is actually responsible for paralyzing. Nobody knows. It can be any of the attacks that they were performing could be the one that would paralyze me. They don't have power attacks animations. I cannot stand goblins. They're an absolute worst. The absolute end of the freaking the bottom of the bottoms. I can only hope that there's not gonna be any enemies like goblin-likes in Shivering Isles, and I have just noticed that my glasses are super freaking dirty, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Yes, I cannot stand you, Hartson. This is why I'm sitting on my chair. Ha 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 ha. Funny jokes. Watch the magic. Watch the magic. Immediately freaking burns the... Immediately burns the freaking guardian with the spell. Not the guardian? No. City guard, whatever. Alright, now that we had this little delay. Unwanted one, by the way. Can we still chart? Nope, we cannot trade anymore. No recognition, no fame, no fame system, kind of. Yep.
Spare a... Coin to the infirm.
Let me guess. Someone ate your sweet roll.
It's my pleasure. What can I interest you in?
You can interest me in your money.
And that's more than I'd usually... That's more than I'd... You've... That's a fair deal.
You guys have to understand, my brain currently runs on like 50%
That's a good
capacity.
deal. An excellent bargain.
I haven't slept a lot.
You got a... That's... That's a fair deal.
And it seems like I'm not gonna be able to sleep a lot next night too, because groceries. Still more than some that I know. You know, it's in my case it's 50% out of a other number, so yeah. I don't know if that really helps my case.
Good day.
Yeah, exactly. 50% out of 0 is still 0, exactly.
Yes.
Dividing goes towards 0. Dividing doesn't work at all. I mean, it works, but, you know... Oh, that's lesser petty, okay. There's no... No, whatever. Before I'm gonna absolutely compromise myself. I was never the mathematic mind. I never really liked maths. I mean, I only probably had like one teacher in my entire life that would like explain mathematics to my dumbass.
Have mercy. Just one coin.
I used to think you were a...
Oh my god, they all
Have a
used
look
to
at my
they
wares.
all used to
I'm
think
sure
that I am a
there's some-
hero, and they all got disappointed when I did one quest for the Thieves Guild representative in Coral. All of a sudden, I am an evil man. God damn it, guys. How will I ever recover from that? Oh wait, I know. I will not give a damn. Easy. Easy clap.
You're a fine negotiator.
Why didn't I figure that
Good
one
day.
earlier?
Who will help an old beggar?
Good day.
One day,
Can I
and
interest you
that's
in
actually
some of my
legitimate.
wo-
I was so sick. I had such a fever that I was trying to invent. The person that has no idea about mathematics, by the way, I was trying to invent a way to multiply by 0 by simply changing the definition of a number 0 and make 0 into a space in which every number can be located.
You.
Basically, 0 is any number you want.
You too.
Yeah, I wish I could play D&D. I only have played D&D once, and it was a mixed bag of an experience, to be honest.
Hello again. You never know when you might need a good strong potion.
A very mixed bag of an experience, because it was not like sitting in front of the table, having a conversation, and having good laughs. It was about... we were playing basically on a Discord server, and it just did not work out.
That's... You...
It got you know, it got very it wasn't that it was boring. It basically, everybody had like this stupid time limit in which they could like respond with their move. And because at that time I was also working, I almost never had a time to perform a move or figure out some kind of interesting trait about the story. In my opinion, D&D is it's probably one of those type of games that if you really want to play it, you either get a couple people and you run around the table, or you make a D&D session via Discord conference. You know, you simply go with that. You organize something like this via different channels, and you don't go, you know, just random responses every once a week.
I wouldn't make that. Pleasure doing business with you.
It wasn't really a limit on the game. It was a limit on
you too.
On how much time you can take when it comes to the moves. You know.
What can I interest you in?
That was just not okay. That was basically not fun in the end, but nah, it was what it was. There's no really any D&D players in my area, because most of them of the people who would be able to play D&D, most of them are using Facebook. I don't fucking use Facebook. I hate Facebook.
Can I interest you in some of my weird?
I would rather put the remains of my hair on fire rather than have a Facebook account.
Pleasure doing. I wouldn't make another. I can get you.
She can get my what?
Bye.
It was sounding interesting there for a second. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. Maybe one day I will like get a pack of people, and we're gonna meet up, like, as in like a friend meetup, and we're gonna sit in front of the table, and we're actually gonna do
find better prices in all Tamriel.
A fun D&D.
Pleasure. A bargain. That's I.
But before that's gonna happen, you know, first I need to have friends. Such. No, it's not really that bad, but you get the point. You get the idea.
That.
Right now, what I'm gonna do in Oblivion is buy every single soul gem and every single alchemy ingredient that I from any kind of location that I know.
I wouldn't make that.
After that, I'm gonna get back home and I'm gonna make a ginormous crafting session in which I'm gonna create as many potions that are gonna help me throughout the entire Shivering Isles DLC. Because I'm gonna assume that the exploration of the entire Tamriel has been basically finalized with that mining coral, and I don't really know if there are any other locations because this game does not really have a good show map markers. Good map markers like a command. It doesn't really have it. Okay, so we're gonna go from the very south and gonna go clockwise. So we're gonna first start from the Leyawen. Leyawen has a mage's guild where I can buy every single ingredient and the soul gem at the same time. So let's do exactly that. Yeah, the time limit didn't work out, and we pretty much that D&D session have died out. I probably should cast the spell that I currently have over here.
Greetings, skill. On behalf of the entire...
On behalf of the entire... Yeah, just give me better prices. That's all I'm caring about. Oh, I actually didn't haggle with you.
No deal.
No deal. I should try to set up those prices like a long time ago. The sad part is mercantile does not grow when you buy. It only grows when you sell. D&D video games could be fun if they need patience and a little bit of precognition. I think Morrowind kinda works with like a D&D. I also think that Baldur's Gate, I never played Baldur's Gate, but I've seen my friend playing Baldur's Gate, and that works a lot like D&D.
That's a good deal. Pleasure doing it. You drive a... Pleasure. Return anytime.
Okay, that's Leyawen, now Bravil. Breville. Who are you?
So good to see you again.
Oh, it's the guy that was that is from the... Yeah, I remember him. It's the drink guy.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How much fame do I have? 184, only 1 infamy, because Knights of the Nine eliminates all the infamy from me. 1 character in Baldur's Gate is harder to level 1 in Morrowind. My friend can solo entire game as a challenge and also do it in a permadeath.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
What can I do for you, Archmage?
I have heard that the great...
A pleasure to speak.
Not even joking.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
He actually streamed it even as well. He permadeath Baldur's Gate full solo build.
Pleasure.
I don't know if he ever went for Baldur's Gate 2. I know he really likes Baldur's Gate 1. He is self-found. Every single season right now on Diablo 3, he's a self-found sorcerer. And he does every single thing in every single game alone. And he is also a multiple time probably a world record holder, but it's not even like officially verified. but he's a multiple time he ended Fallout 4 vanilla game no-hit permadeaths. And permadeaths too, several permadeaths in a matter of fact, with several other builds. Is he a gaming god? Yeah, pretty much yes. He is. Okay, so that was Breville. Next one is Skingrad. Skingrad also have fields of grapes, so we're gonna harvest that. Verify him. Yep. Hey, Mikey. Yeah, he's pretty. Oh yeah, I forgot. Skingrad. You cannot go for the Mages Guild in Skingrad. I can only go for the Alchemists. How are you doing, Mikey? Glad to see you here. I'm a little bit sleepy. I am sleepy. I need something to basically raise up my blood pressure. And I think I might either go for just coffee, or I'm strictly gonna go for
Here to
sell some Nindra.
The only piece of here to sell.
I'm either gonna get myself some coffee, or I am going to basically add some sugar to the tea, because I really need something to wake me up. Also the sun have came back, so I can turn off my lamp now.
A fine
SleepyLander get some skooma so I can become even more sleepy? No thank you. No thank you, sir. No thanks, bro.
You that a bargain at any and play you're a the only piece of advice I can give you.
The only piece of advice I can give him is that don't go to Blackreach. Yes, don't go. Do not go to Blackreach. Yes, all things alchemical, they are always closed because reasons. Okay, I'm gonna wait every single hour to see when she's gonna open the door. Nope. She always opens very, very late, almost at like 5 or 6 p.m. during the day, and she's the other alchemy shop. There we go, finally.
Well met.
Well met
I
indeed.
offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Yeah, Skingrad is basically your place when it comes to alchemy ingredients, 100%. They even have the grape fields, which are giving you at least 50 opportunities to create a very good restore fatigue potions. She let that go too cheaply.
Pleasure.
A bargain at any price.
Fine bar.
She's trying to rest. In Morrowind, they must work 24/7. Okay, you want to know exactly the reason why she's not showing up at her work correctly? I'm gonna give that conversation to you. I'm gonna show it to everybody, in a matter of fact. But first, let me do a wee bit of trading. It just works.
And then you run wires that connect them all, and again, it just works.
Pleasure. That you're.
There should be a channel redemption for that little video.
I wouldn't make that. I let that go.
She let that go too cheaply. I was really
That's
hoping
a
that I'm
good
gonna
deal.
get 100. There we go.
Connect them all, and again, it just works.
Alright, that's all. Okay, now you really want to know what she was doing?
I'm the only alchemist in Skingrad. Not much business here, but I can't go back to Morrowind. It's just like anywhere else in the Empire. By the way, do you happen to know what the fine is here in Cyrodiil for necrophilia? Just asking.
Asking for a friend? Is this the first offense?
Let's assume... no.
500 gold.
That's nothing compared to Morrowind, thanks.
There you go. Now you know what she's doing around. She be fucking. Okay, Kavaji doesn't have anything. Anvil.
Well met, Gil. Well met.
Well
what
met.
What can I interest you in?
Someone sexy skeleton for 2 hours.
That.
Yes, no skin, no body, just skeleton. Oh yes. That's definitely can make any woman horny. At least it works for her.
I would. That. You too.
Yep. And you should remember from that. Okay, that was Anvil. Coral. We're gonna buy some shit, Coral. Oblivion NPCs are freaky. Hey, you don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it.
How goes it?
Goes good.
How are you?
Hello, Guildman. What can I do? I'm honored to speak to the champion of Cyrodiil.
I bet you are.
What can I interest you in?
Bethesda is freaky? No, not really. You think that this is freaky? In a matter of fact, Bethesda became very, very tame. They're kind of, when it comes to their writing, they are really afraid of taking additional risks. I think the most risky Bethesda game that was ever made, that was not even technically made by Bethesda, was Fallout New Vegas.
And
Fallout New Vegas openly says about alcoholism, slave trading,
a fine
drug abuse,
pleasure,
cannibalism. Not even to mention the sexual stuff, which I'm not gonna dwell into because it's a little bit disgusting even for me. Yeah, because Obsidian, because back then, when the New Vegas was a thing, Obsidian still had several people who are working on the original Fallout 1 and 2. Right now, you don't really have that anymore. The new Obsidian team, the one that have made Outer Worlds, it's sadly not the same people anymore. But quite frankly, they still did a good job. Honestly, if I'm gonna find Outer Worlds on like a discount or something, I'm definitely gonna buy it.
Oh?
The casino. You mean the Sierra Madre DLC? Sierra Madre is a good DLC. The Dead Money DLC. I think it's very good. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people were complaining about it because there was a lot of gas and a lot of sneaking and a lot of conversation options. If you went there with not the right build, you could basically fuck it all up. This is why you do Dead Money as the very last DLC and not you go for the very first one.
It's my pleasure.
Excuse me.
Nice. 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 Nice.
All right.
Nice. 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 Nice.
The phone. My phone that I had on the side.
For sale here. What can I interest you in?
Or it is on my side. You know, I was charging it, and it decided to go haywire. It goes haywire for a little while now. It's not my phone. It's my grandmother's phone. But it's so old, I'm actually thinking about just freaking buying a new one altogether and just say fuck it.
That's
Give my grandmother a present of a new home phone, because this one is already old and shitty.
You're a fine negotiator.
You got no choice, got locked in Glona once, and I got the stub it across in it as a new player. Yeah, that's the worst part. You know, this is there's a rule. Say often, save well. That's basically all there's to say about that.
For a song.
We bought that for a song. We need to get all the greater soul gems. Oh, I didn't set up the haggle. Actually, I did. Never mind.
Farewell.
Saving? What's that? I know. It sounds like freaking heresy. Like who in the flying fuck would ever do saving? I mean, Jesus Christ. Yes, only play online or like Dark Souls. Let the game save for you. No. Okay, that phone is actually making me paranoid now. Let the game save for you. So every single time you make a move, the game just automatically saves. That's exactly actually what's happening in the Dark Souls. Once you save the game automatically saves for you. And I totally forgot about visiting a very specific location, the grape fields. I'm gonna go for those grape fields right now. As a matter of fact, let me check something. Grand Common, Grand that, Grand these nuts. Haha, got him. Restart the whole game. In some cases, to be 100% honest, that is exactly what is happening when it comes to the Dark Souls. People just need to reset the entire game and create a new character because they fucked up. Right, I want to go for the grape fields of Skingrad and collect every single grape. Then we're gonna do after getting every single grape from Skingrad, what I'm going to do is we're gonna change every single Grand Soul Gem into a Black Soul Gem. And we're gonna fill them because why not? Because I want to. I simply like filling Soul Gems. Especially when it's when it's souls of my own enemies. But yeah, in Dark Souls, to not get screwed over, you kind of have to download mods. Not necessary, but if you really want to be careful about what movie you're gonna make, there are actually mods that are allowing you to create save states and load save states. Kind of like when you're playing in the emulator. It's the same thing. Alright, so now to change these Soul Gems into Dark Soul Gems, we're gonna go for Dark Fissure. We're gonna just wait outside for a couple days, because it seems like the Dark Fissure guy is not here and the sun is not blasting on the balcony over here. And we're gonna wait for 22 hours. Actually, no. That's 3 p.m. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 19 hours. Yes, that's how awful I am in mathematics. I am absolutely horrible in mathematics. I am the worst person. That I can barely count hours, because I only had one, like, genuinely, I only had like one teacher in my life that was actually was trying to teach me mathematics instead of screaming at everybody. And this one teacher, this one lady, and she definitely knew how to teach us. Well, sadly, this is the only way to... I'm gonna show you guys the way. This little altar that is over there, it needs to be blasted with the moonlight. Good teacher makes a massive difference. And that is very, very true. Like, I only had one teacher, and I really wish that she was teaching me my entire life. Because right now, I would not hate mathematics, I would actually really enjoy it. But hey, it is what it is. There's not much I can do about that. There we go. Whoa.
Now, while the shade of the Revenant blankets this world, I give these gems as an offering. May the power of the true God fill and change them.
Yep, he dead. See ya next week. Okay, we got first 3 Black Soul Gem, but we can make our own Black Soul Gems. By putting all the empty Grand Soul Gems that we have. Assuming we have some. I'm pretty sure I have picked Grand Soul Gems with me. Empty Grand Soul Gems. Are you serious? I did not? Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't pick the Grand Soul Gems. I'm le dummy. I am the dummy now. I forgot to pick up the Grand Soul Gems from the chest somehow. I thought I literally did. I feel so stupid right now, man. So freaking stupid. Anyway, let's try again. Sorry about that. Okay, let you push it to go after certain subject. Yep. That's the role of a teacher, to motivate you to go in a specific way, to do something in a specific direction. Someone tells me that I didn't done something. No, those are all the soul gems that I could buy. It must be. I don't believe otherwise. Okay, now let's just wait for 24 hours. I had a teacher who taught me rather than skip the apartment bill. Let's wait for 2 more hours and then we're gonna wait for 24. Yeah, teachers can definitely direct you in a good way, and they can also ruin your life. Because some teachers should not be teachers. Alright, there we go.
Now, while the shade of the Revenant blankets this world, I give these gems as an offering. May the power of the true God fill and change them.
Yeet.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Yeah, it's not. Didn't even have to do anything. Okay, that's 1 black soul gem. Now I need to leave all the regular great soul gems. There we go. 27 grand soul gems. And now what I need to do is cast Soul Trap on this grave. That's a great assault. Do I have a cheaper one maybe by any chance? Nope, only have a greater soul trapping. Alright. But it costs only 27 magicka. And I have a bunch of magicka restore. So I'm never gonna run out of magicka. In a matter of fact, now I can just cast this until the effectiveness of the potion is gonna disappear. And in that way, I'm gonna get 27 grand soul gems. Black soul gems, I should say. That can be filled with the grand souls as well. This time we didn't even have to like wait for very long. It was like, took me like a couple nights and that's it. That's actually pretty impressive. Okay, still 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 27 black soul gems waiting to basically to fill a soul, to be filled with the human soul, which I doubt there's gonna be any. Anyhow, now we're gonna get back home, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a crafting session. But I think it would be actually better to make the crafting session after the break. First, the first thing I'm gonna check is I'm gonna try the alchemy help spell on myself, and I want to see if that's gonna make any difference while making potions, because there's a lot of ingredients that I have over here. And a lot of them are gonna be mixed. Beating heart, cannibal consumption. That's a unique. It's a unique thing, so we are not gonna waste that. At least I want to check the stats before and after applying the alchemy buff. Is there like any difference between these? It depends on how long this is gonna take me. I might start the Shivering Isles tomorrow, or we're gonna simply scratch the surface of the Shivering Isles today. I just realized that I have picked up the painted troll. Yeah, that is a unique alchemy ingredient that cannot be used because there's only like 6 pieces of it in the entire game. Sure, I could duplicate it. The only thing that I'm willing to duplicate, also refined salts. The only thing that I'm willing to duplicate in the game officially is the arrows, the enchanted arrows. Any other item that's a different conversation. Officially, I should not really dupe anything, but unofficially, if there's an opportunity to get rid of or do something that is less annoying, then I'm definitely will. Alright, that's all the alchemical ingredients. I know I'm being over-encumbered. I simply want to try out something. First, let me mix the alchemy ingredients, like 2 alchemy ingredients. It's gonna be garlic, and it's going to be ogre tooth, if I can find even one. That's 45 points, 146 seconds. What is gonna happen if I'm gonna cast alchemy bonus on myself and add the same ingredients? Is that gonna buff? Nope. It didn't do shit. In a matter of fact. Yeah, it didn't done anything. I think basically it's all capped. The alchemy potion is capped, and there's nothing I can do about that. Yep. So alchemy help is not gonna it's not gonna buff me, which is kind of a shame. But yeah, basically what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna save the game and I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Let's switch to the chat. So, what we have done throughout the first half of the stream is that we have managed to explore every single location. Probably for the sake of YouTube, I'm gonna cut off the grinding of the alchemy and mercantile of the stream. I'm simply gonna skip to the moment when I'm gonna start the Shivering Isles. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. It's truly appreciated. Thank you guys for having a conversations with me, for having a talk and keeping me awake. Links to my YouTube, Discord, whatever you guys need is down below in the panels. If you guys are new to the channel and you're enjoying the show, consider leaving a follow. If you guys are new to watching this on YouTube and you're also new, consider subscribing, ringing the bell, stopping the like, all the algorithm stuff that's being openly demanded from people for being noticed. Anyway, when it comes to form of support, you guys can subscribe to me via Prime Gaming and regular Twitch subs. That's gonna give you ad-free viewing, some nice looking emotes. Because this stream happens during the month of September, there's even a command !September. Basically, every type of sub gets a discount, from 20% discount to I think at least 35% discount. Explanation about that in the stream title. There's a command, you guys can click it. There's also option of bits on Twitch for even more unique emotes, and for people who want to support me more direct way, there's a command !support. For people on YouTube, that is this video description. For people on Twitch, that's !support. You guys get 3 links over here in which you guys can donate to me more directly if you guys wish to. If you guys don't want to, it's perfectly fine. I enjoy you guys, enjoy being with you here, guys, just having a conversation. And simply, I hope I also think that you guys enjoy what I'm doing, so it's definitely motivating. Anyway, guys, break. Gonna take me 10-15 minutes. Enjoy the ASMR of the little shack that I'm living in, and I'll be back after the break. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna continue Oblivion very shortly. Be right back.